what can people expect to experience as they work with the five wisdoms during the week?
Okay. Yeah. It's really about getting to know yourself. Come
Mhm.
for a week and find out who you are. A deeper understanding of yourself, and in particular, your sort of emotional terrain. Are you somebody who triggers easily and gets into anger? Are you triggered and get into, I just want to be loved, please? Or triggered into, damn it, will you respect me? I'm doing all this work. Why don't you respect me? Just those kinds of things, your emotions, you become more familiar with them. And then you also have more understanding of others and situations. So in a particular situation, you might feel really comfortable. In another situation, I sort of said this, you might feel like people are judging you. That happens a lot. You might feel insufficient. I just, I just don't think I can do this. I feel like I don't think I can do this. That kind of thing.
Great.
Been there, done them all.
That sounds wonderful. And so they're going to experience a deeper self-knowledge and probably ongoing through the week. And I know Karmê Chöling, the container that's there is so supportive and so enriching there that I think it'll be the perfect place for it.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
We all love Karmê Chöling.
Yes, we do. So I'm a little more curious. I have some curiosity around the working with emotions piece, Irini, that you keep bringing up. So, in our emotional energy. So can you just say a little bit more about that? Because people ask about that all the time, and we'd like to know a little bit more about that, if you could say a few words.
Yeah. Well, we're I think I said this already, but we're blind to ourselves, and we tend to jump into these ways of thinking, feeling, acting that are basically sort of get us deeper and deeper into our egotistical groove. It's like that's what happens when we are not aware of ourselves. We tend to perpetuate our ego. I mean, I face this all the time. I'm basically a Buddhist teacher specializing in five wisdoms, but I say to myself, am I doing this to just make myself look better? Or am I really here to help others? And that is like constantly we play with ourselves about how we manage our lives so that we're actually in the service of others. And I have a few slogans around that. I really am in the business of trying to bring out the best in people. Trungpa Rinpoche always said, be who you are. And I kind of went, let's go for be the best of who you are. And being the best of who you are is not from an ego base. It's about really being there for others. And for some of us, we're not maybe ready for that. We got to do a lot of homework on ourselves, right? Me too. Me too. I mean, sometimes I go, oh my gosh, that one really upset me. Why? Why? And so I have to dig deeper. So it's a matter of making a U-turn, for instance. You don't blame others, and you don't think it's the other. You just make a U-turn and you think about how you are contributing to a situation with your emotions. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we learn how to work skillfully with them. And as I said, the cool, warm, and hot approach are my basic standbys, and I'll be working closely in how each of those can serve you. It's not exclusive. Sometimes you have to go cool. sometimes you have to, like somebody came up to me the other day and was saying, I just feel like I've got so much work to do. It's why I can't come to your trainings. And I said, that's fine. Get your house in order, take care of yourself, and then you can come to your training. So that's the warm approach, approaching someone in a warm way. And she said, oh, thank you so much. She felt heard. She felt understood. She felt she could do what she had to do at her home rather than have to come, on Saturdays or whatever. And the hot approach is this amazing ability to really stay with that energy, not push it away, not label it, but be with it. So it's not letting go, but letting be. And you let be through the thick and thin of it. In other words, you let be until it really hurts and you really feel the hurt and the pain, and you know where it is in your body. And you then apply unconditional loving kindness, we call Maitri. And that Maitri is key to this work. In fact, in the Shambhala Buddhist community, its code word is Maitri. Have you done a Maitri program? Have you been working with Maitri? So Maitri is our key, is our way we transmute difficult emotions into enlightened sanity, wisdom, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Jean's always the inquisitive one. Tell me more. I didn't get enough. Tell me more.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Irini, it's amazing to me that you've been with these teachings for 40 years and like continually growing and developing them. And, Jean and I have been working with you for a few years now. And, but could you just speak a little bit more about what it's like to have been with this teaching for 40 years and continuing developing it?
Well, for the first off, I feel extremely fortunate to have discovered these teachings. I mean, and I'm tremendously grateful to my teachers, particularly Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche. My last book that I just finished is basically a tribute to him. The introduction is all about, how he brought esoteric teachings to the West. And the five wisdoms are the epitome of what he did. He took these very esoteric teachings that are sourced first in Hinduism, actually, and later in Buddhism. And he made them a practice for anyone. And anyone's welcome to this training. So, I have a global outreach. So, I work with people in Hungary and Warsaw and Hawaii, so that's a lot of why I've actually taken to try and do as much as possible with online trainings, because it's just really important to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. So next question, how would you say students have benefited from this material, Irini, in their everyday life?
Okay, well, I'm going to put you two on the spot. You tell me. You're my students. Tell me.
Boy. Well, I would say for me, it's the direct experiential learning. And I have to say, looking at all these wisdoms and their colors and the way they intermix, I thought I knew which one I am or my dominance. And what I find really interesting is that I am getting to know myself better, and it's okay that I don't know everything about myself. And the ability to connect into my heart through direct experience And the ability to communicate differently, like you say, align with the shine and, mirror the neuroses or the emotion that's coming up, like my communication with my husband, my son, my workmates. It's, I really, I've never encountered a system like this. And my gratitude is really day to day, daily on working with these energies. So I would say, working with emotions, relationships, and communication is what it does
Mhm.
for me. Thank you. Thank you for asking
Great,
me.
Jean. Okay, Craig.
Yeah, it's helped me deepen my meditation, all my contemplative practices that I do on a regular basis. It's helping me deepen that, but it's given me this rich kind of basis to work from on my own self-knowledge and understanding some of what Jean has referenced, and it's just so rewarding to me that and makes me able to relax more into my own beingness. What I am in any given situation. It's really helped me the last few years beyond what I would have thought that it could have, because I've been working with Buddhist teachings for more than 14 years or more, and these have really gone further for me, and I'm just so grateful that I've been able to experience them. And then the whole thing with relating with others and seeing others more clearly, more of what their authenticity is, again, makes me able to relax more in situations. So I don't have to, figure it out. I can relax with their beingness and their sense of who they are, and kind of respect that more than I would have in the past. So it's been very beneficial, and I'm so glad that I was able to come to these teachings, because it's been a whirlwind for me. I really love them. So thank you.
Well, you're shining stars of this training. Anything else? Should we just talk about the benefits of this program? Shall I just sum up kind of with that?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Please.
we mostly said it, but there's so much more to say. So it's going to take us a week to say it, not 10, 15 minutes. But it's really crucial, I have to say this, in this fast-paced world we live in, to have a retreat to nourish ourselves and basically reset ourselves. It's like a reset of our psychophysical being. So give yourself that gift. It's so good. It's so good. And the other thing that I would say, I think Jean has said this in the past too, that we will come away with a better roadmap for navigating the complexities of today's world. It's like giving us a map of the terrain and how to navigate that. So that's what we're doing, and we're thrilled to do it.
We are so grateful to Karmê Chöling and to you, Irini, and to just you coming back to Karmê Chöling, to your spiritual home, May 24th to the 31st. And 5 Wisdoms Energies will be on brilliant, radiant display. And they're in us all the time anyway. So join in. Thank you so much, Irini. Thank you.
Thank you both. Thank you so much.